This video is brought to you by the word moist because you or someone you know is probably cringing at the sound of the word itself, just like when they also hear the words moisture, moisturizer, or moist towelette. Happy New Year, everybody.
Here's AJ with the news.
Oh, he's so adorable.
My name is AJ and welcome to Nerd News. I'm just going to go through some highlights of 2017 for you guys, all the highs and lows, and throw in some extra stuff in there if I can. Although mixed reviews of the latest edition from Star Wars The Last Jedi between audience and critics, Star Wars The Last Jedi is still dominating the box office with a domestic total of $517 million and another $523 million worldwide as of the end of December. That's a lot of money. Moving on to Marvel news, we got some highs and lows for Marvel for 2017. Spider-Man Homecoming emerges as the highest grossing superhero movie of 2017. Fifth time's the charm, as proved by Marvel Studios' Spider-Man Homecoming. A critical and commercial hit, Spider-Man Homecoming webbed up the biggest box office of any superhero movie in 2017. Swinging past Logan, Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 2, Wonder Woman, Thor Ragnarok, and Justice League. Some of the failures of Marvel this year. The failure of Marvel's Inhumans arrived to ABC a little fanfare in September and may have been canceled after just one season. The live-action television series premiered its first chapter exclusively in IMAX theaters before migrating to the small screen on ABC, and fans were quick to judge it and its flaws. From what I hear, it's not good at all. We got our first look at Cable in Deadpool 2. Ahead of Fox's popular Deadpool franchise return to the big screen this summer, the studio debuted the first look at Josh Brolin suited up as a time-traveling Cable. That was pretty dope, but I'm also looking forward to some other role that Josh Brolin is playing. Marvel becomes first franchise to gross $5 billion at the domestic box office. Marvel Studios launched their shared universe in 2008 with Iron Man and has since produced nearly 20 blockbusters in their near-decade history. Thor's Ragnarok marked its 17th consecutive #1 opening for Marvel Studios, and Disney's Marvel hits have helped make the only studio to hit $6 billion twice at the worldwide box office. Now bringing up the other big news of the year, the other role that Josh Brolin is playing, Avengers Infinity War trailer released. Marvel Studios finally premiered the first Avengers Infinity War trailer in late November, giving fans their first look at Marvel's most massive undertaking yet. A crossover between all of its franchises to this point, including the Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, and Black Panther. The Avengers threequel, described as more than a movie and a cinematic event, is an unprecedented superhero epic that Marvel bills as the ultimate deadliest showdown of all time. Avengers Infinity War opens May 4th. And last bit of Marvel news, Disney purchases 21st Century Fox. Like I said in the last two videos that I posted, this was probably the biggest news of 2017. The Walt Disney Company purchased 21st Century Fox's film and television assets in a massive $52.4 billion deal. A deal that will see former Fox-controlled properties such as Deadpool, X-Men, and the Fantastic Four integrated into the shared Marvel Cinematic Universe. I can't wait for that. In DC, some DC comic news and their highlights of 2017. DC's Dark Knight's Metal series. The story is framed around the journals of Carter Hall, who reveals a mystery that spans centuries revolving around the divine metals that have landed on Earth. He gradually reveals a conflict that has existed since the beginning of time between four tribes: the wolf, the bear, the bird, and the bat. In the Batman Flash crossover series The Button, where the Rebirth series started off when Barry Allen pulls Wally out from the Speed Force, we find an item at the end of the issue where Batman finds an item in the walls of the Batcave, the smiley-faced Button from The Comedian and Watchmen. The four-part crossover series The Button takes place when Batman and the Flash go through time to try to stop the Reverse Flash. We also get to see Bruce and Thomas Wayne talk for the first time in comic book history, as they both are Batman since they ended up in the Flashpoint universe before it was destroyed. It ends where the Reverse Flash dying by the hands of someone powerful, someone he called God, leaving Batman and the Flash to question what is going on and why no one can remember why they are missing 10 years from their memories. In the Doomsday Clock, the latest series in DC by Jeff Johns and Gary Frank, is bringing the Watchmen to the DC universe for the first time. We are finding out that Dr. Manhattan may be the one behind the missing 10 years in the DC universe, why Ozymandias and Rorschach are on the run together, why Superman has nightmares for the first time in his life, and as of the latest issue in this past weeks, we see a character who is presumed dead from the Watchmen series. Spoiler alert, the comedian is back. In DC movie highlights from 2017, Wonder Woman's release in June of 2017 marked the first DC female lead movie of its time instead of having a cameo of the rest of the Trinity, and it killed in the box office, bringing home a domestic total of $412 million plus another $409 million worldwide. Justice League, on the other hand, not so much. Though critics bashed the movie, it still scored higher than Star Wars The Last Jedi in audience reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. Though the total domestically as of 12/31/17 is $225 million and $427 million worldwide, the movie barely broke even to make up for the $300 million in reshoots. Though flawed in some areas, Justice League was still a pretty decent movie in my opinion. At least it didn't make the list for top 10 worst movies of 2017, like the ones on this list. Top 10 worst movies of 2017. Coming in at number 10, The Emoji Movie. Who the fuck saw that? I know I didn't. Suburbicon, the George Clooney directed movie starring Matt Damon. I didn't see that one either, but I heard it was really bad. Daddy's Home 2. What did you really expect? Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets. I have no idea what that movie was, but it was on the list. Coming in at number 6, Rings, because why not just leave a franchise alone instead of rebooting it? No, this fucking horror movie came back and they tried revamping it and it was absolutely awful. The Mummy. That's what you get for rushing a dark universe hoping Tom Cruise would build it up. Should have brought back Brendan Fraser in my opinion. Coming in at number 4, Chips. I mean, if you want to watch a movie that, you know, is based off of, you know, an old TV series, go back and watch 21 Jump Street. Same thing goes for number 3, Baywatch. Go watch 22 Jump Street, I guess. Coming in at number 2, The Dark Tower. I mean, I didn't see the movie. A lot of my friends did. They said that the book was a lot better, and I get it. They had to cram a lot into one movie. You know, I guess they could have stretched it out a little bit more, but, you know, I'll give it a shot one of these days and check it out for myself. And coming in at number 1, sorry Scott, Transformers: The Last Knight, voted the worst movie of 2017. And as we look back on 2017, we look back on all the celebrities that we lost, including Adam West, Don Rickles, Mary Tyler Moore, Roger Moore, Charlie Murphy, Chris Cornell, Chester Bennington, Greg Allman, Tom Petty, John Hurd, Hugh Hefner, Ralphie May, and there's many, many others too. Gone from our lives, but never forgotten. We will miss you guys very much. You've impacted all of our lives in some way or another, and we will always remember you. And that's going to be it for a look back in 2017 with the Nerd News. I hope you guys have a great holiday season and a happy new year. We look forward to, you know, doing more for you guys in 2018, so be sure to subscribe to League of Extraordinary Frontmen on YouTube by clicking the little button at the bottom there. Be sure to check out our podcast on the Metal Syndicate at metalsyndicate-ct.com. We post every Monday before 11. Check out all our other podcasts as well. And be sure to check out our Patreon because we do this stuff for free for you guys and it costs money. So if you guys can, you know, subscribe to our Patreon a couple bucks a month, it definitely helps us out. It keeps the website going and it keeps us going. And yeah, that's going to be it. Have a happy new year, guys, and we will catch you in the new year.